Right, students, good evening. Now, third paper, that means second year. Just I will explain the model paper. Just listen, ma. 1 to 6. Only this is called section A. 1 to 6, only grammar bits, which are covered at the end of the lesson. That means end of the prose. They are given some exercise are given ma. That if you practice that one, it's enough. So 1 to 6 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In one, you can say, as you know very well, A, B, C, D, E, and each one carry one mark. Like this, if we take the all 6, how many we have to write? Only 4. That means 4 5 are 20. As you know very well, I think 80 marks is a theory part. In theory part, if you get a 30 marks out of 80, then only the student pass. If the student gets 25, that means is a fail. If the student gets 30 out of 80, then we can add the internal marks 20. Now, how do you get a 60 marks here? 4 15s are 60. 60 plus 20 is equal to 80 marks now here. You can secure very dead easy mark. But only we have to follow. When you receive the paper, just read the question paper, first questions thoroughly. No hurry, buddy. We have a plenty of hours, 3 hours of writing for 80 marks. Even some students, they can write within 1 hour also. Yeah, simply you can write grammar if you know very well grammar. You can write easily. So, 80. Already told you, ma, the important questions. We have a 3 units. Every unit has 1 poem, as you know very well, 1 prose. Totally, how many prose? 3 prose lessons are there, 3 poems are there. My suggestion is only one thing, dear students. You better to prepare the only prose lessons because it's like a stories. Now, what are the proses? Just to go through them once again. Take a first one. Mallika Srinivasan. So, how she hard work? How she hard work? That is about her husband name. How the Mallika Srinivasan mummy helped her? Where did she went to go for higher education? That's a very important, dear students. Just when she finished the PG and everything, why her father opposite her about her? Hey, ladies meant for only for housekeeping, but whereas she's a different woman and she has a power of education. She went to other countries and she completed MBA. So there are important points that we have to write in the story. Gun points, I said. That we have to write in the paragraph, like a 1, 2, 3 paragraphs, not weightage of the papers, please. The content should be clear. So Mallika Srinivasan, right? Mallika Srinivasan, who was the husband of Mallika? Mother, when the family died, how should improve their income? As you know very well, Aisha, Jupiter company, this, you know, I think she is the only CEO. Just you read that about her, Mallika Srinivasan, you read about her, it's enough. I think in section B, I think you know very well. Section B, in question number 7, A and B. I think every student has a choice. One question you may get from poetry and one question you may get from the prose. My suggestion is only one thing that you can prepare from the 4 lessons. Only 3 units are there, 3 poses, and one more that is called, there is a additional reading. I will tell you afterward, just listen now. This is the first one. And second one, how to live. to be 200. My God. Jenkins. You know how this man go into the exercises, even in the office, how he concentrates. So write the name of the character. He described about him. It's also prose. And third one, Elias. So very simple. Three are very easy, man. Dear students, just now only after completing this video, just to take all these three, it's enough. 90% you may get from this 30 marks. You may pass this one only. Even if you know very well section B, just putting a section B and write all the stories, no problem. If you know the grammar very well, put a section A and write down, no problem. But we need the question number is a very important. For example, section B and A and poem and B Malika Srinivasan. For example, you know very well this about Mallikarjuna Srinivasan. Then what do you have to say? Yes. Seventh question, B answer. You write about the Malika Srinivasan. At least 3 or 4 paragraphs minimum you have to write describing about the Malika Srinivasan. And second one also, how to live to be 200 years. This Jaggin, how he is doing all the exercises, even in the office also. When he get a leisure time of 5 or 10 minutes also, he never keep quiet. Something doing, bubbles and everything. So be careful. That's what I say. The characters or what are the characters are involved in the lesson that you have to keep in your mind. Just you can describe about the character. This is a technical one. It's a very important. When an examiner look into the matter, if you find some characters and everything, then you can understand, yes, the student may be studying. Yeah, they give out the some marks. There's a very important mark. There's a model paper that you have to read. Now, what is the first one? Yesterday also, maybe pronunciation. That you have to learn like a monotones. Yesterday also, before also monotones we discussed diphthongs and consonants. How many monotones? 12, 8, 20, consonants 24, all together 44. For example, above, above, above. When I say above, that means above. This is called bird. Bird, 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 bird. These are the symbols are there in phonetic sounds. So you may get 3 or 4 marks from this mark. 100% you get. Maybe you learn in the inter first year that words, diphthongs. Sometimes they may ask you to how many letters are there in diphthongs? How many are there in the diphthongs? 8. How many monotones mean mono? Mono means 1. Diphthong means 2 vowels combined. It is called diphthongs. Mono, 1. Monopoly in economics. Mono means single vowel. For example, this one. E, pit, pit, pit. And then just this one. E. So there are your vowels are there, monocons that you have to keep in your mind. Otherwise, you can't write. So you may get 1 or 2 marks from this one mark. Next one, punctuation marks mark. Now, punctuation marks are very easy. They give the some sentence. They ask you to write the punctuation marks. For example, I will give some more example like a capital letters. Where we when do we have to keep the capital letters? Can anybody say? Like a holy books, newspapers, like the Bible, the Quran, the Mahabhagavatam. So there are some books are there that we have to keep all the capital letters, and I pronoun must be always capital letter only. Maybe in the beginning of the sentence or anywhere, I must be capital letter. And also languages, English, Telugu, Arabic, these languages also should be the capital letters. They give the only small letters that we have to write ma. And here, example, I'll give two more example, then I will see. Now, example ma, I speak Telugu, English, and Hindi. Now, just look at the sentence now. They ask you to make a punctuation marks. Just now only I told you about the punctuation marks, comma, full stop, and everything. Now, I must be always capital letter. Wherever it is, capital letter. So, answer is I speak. Telugu is a small letter. Before subjects, before languages, we must use the only capital letter like a Telugu and put a comma because here are 1, 2 and before conjunction out of the you must keep only English and Hindi. This is the way you have to write in the examination the answer. Already explanation given in your material that you have to practice. Now, are you coming today? One more example I will give you. Are you coming today? They give the sentence like this, ma, dear students. So very easy to get a marks, 4 or 5 marks, ma. Are you coming today? Sentence is the correct answer only, but we have to write the punctuation marks. So are capital letter, you common, coming, today, today, today. See, this is a are you coming? That called is a yes or no question. Have you finished your dinner? Have you drink some coffee? These are the yes or no questions, my dear students. If it is a question, then we have to keep a question mark at the end of the sentence. This one also you can make into a statement. For example, you are coming. You are coming. This is called a statement. So after statement, you can keep a full stop. Now you see, if we bring that be form here, it makes a sentence, but dear students. And one more I will give. Read the sentence now here. May I come in? This is a very simple punctuation. Punctuation marks. Now here must be a capital letter, and already I told you I pronoun must be the capital letter wherever it is. Any situation you can write only I come in, sir, question mark. May is the modal vowels. So it's a called question. Then question mark should be used. And there are some more example, ma. She is doing better than, isn't it? May I come in? How extraordinary. For example, I will give one more here. How extraordinary. So here you have to keep the punctuation marks. Can anybody guess it now? So very easy. How extraordinary. The extraordinary means here we have to keep the explanation mark. Eureka. Eureka. Alas. Huh? Wow. These are the only we have to keep a explanation mark. These are sudden feelings, emotions, and everything. For that we have to keep a explanation mark. Question you know very well. I think interrogative words are there. WH words. When there is a WH word, we have to keep the question mark. Full stop means end of the sentence. At the end of the sentence, after end of the sentence, when you begin the next sentence, we have to write the capital letter also, as you know very well, I think. Next one. Quotation marks have two types, British and American. That one you British English only we can show like this. And American we can use the double. This is called American English. This is called British English. So just when we use the quotation marks, whatever the speaker said, important sentence that should be inverted commas or quotation marks. Raju said, I am unwell. For example, Raju said, I am unwell. So what Raj said that he was unwell. So these are called, we can put a inverted commas because what he said, I am unwell. So these are the spoken by the speaker. This is called entertaining reported speech. Next one. Opposite words are there, ma? Yeah, we are getting opposite words also. Like a superior, inferior, wild, domestic, continued, stopped, regularly, irregularly, barren, fertile, comfort, avoid. That one also given in your book, that you can prepare. And note making, note taking. Just I will explain, 100%. 100%. You may get one question from note making or note taking. Simple, if you get only, I think, 5 marks. Direct question, they may ask in no. 5th bit or 6th bit. Easy. Maybe you learn in intermediate, second year. Note taking, for example, any politician giving the speech about the parties. Maybe some reporters are there sitting. They can't write whole sentences. What are the important sentences? They will mark it, they will write it in a short way. When they go home, they give the explanation, everything. Then they send to the editor. That's called note taking. Simple. Note making is a very easy mark. When you compare with the note taking also. Note taking means in the examination, they give the one paragraph, lengthy paragraph that we have to make in a shortened way. Short way means you read the paragraph which is given in the question paper and make it in a short way. That means use the abbreviations, put the title, like first we have to keep the title. Then you can write the importance point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 important points we have to write from the paragraph which is given in your question paper. Then how do you write important question paper, extensive reading, that is a very, very important. That you read that question 1 or 2 or thrice. Then you can understand the meaning of the passage. Then put a suitable title. Then you write the only 1, 1, 3, 4.5 points. Actually, each point you get a 1 mark. So my suggestion better to write 7. Doesn't matter. 100% you will get a 4 or 5. 100% you will get ma 4 or 5. So they may give anything else ma. Keep it in your mind, note making, not taking. Let us talk the verb agreement, which is a very important. Let us see now. Subject, verb, agreement. It's a very important one. Even when we want to speak in English, that subject, verb, agreement is a very important, dear student. Now let us talk. I will give some more example. Then you will see. Neither of my brothers. Neither of my brothers. Very important, ma. In the intermediate, you can learn about correction of sentence. Dash any children. Now, neither of my brothers dash any children. Neither. When there is a neither and here is a plural, then we have to use the only have. If it is a singular, then we have to use the as. That is a very important mark. Now, Aditi is here ma one of the girls who dash selected. This one also very important mark. They make the confusion. Now just look at here. Is one of the girls is a very important here. Some students they make a mistake here. Girls plural sir. Huh? Then I read only plural verb sir. No, it's a wrong. Now here, what we have to see? One of my friends, one of the girls, that means only singular is selected or as selected you can write. As you know very well, I think as. As is a singular, we can use the third person singular only. So this is a very important mark. These are the clue for you to understand. So very important mark. Next one, mathematics. Mathematics dash an interesting subject. Now here, and here also students, every student they confuse here also. Sir, mathematics, verb should be used. So this is called subject ma. This is called subject. This is called subject. Mathematics is a subject. Is it plural or singular? Mathematics is one subject. It is a singular. The B form must be in a singular. So what is the right answer means here? Is. Some people they may think yes is there sir. So mathematics. If they confuse, if you write or, so it is a wrong. So what is the right answer ma? Is a right. And also I'll give one more example. Athletics are nowadays encouraging. Athletics are encouraging nowadays. Is it right or wrong? Is the verb is the right or wrong? Just think ma. Athletics is a plural or singular? Athletics is a singular. Athletics is encouraged nowadays. So there are some words are there. They look like a plural, but they are only singular. Spectacles, plural. Trousers, plural. Police, plural. Police means, some people they may think singular. You know why? Police means DIG, DSP, CI, constable, writer. These people are called police. That's why you must use the only plural form. Police are investigating the case. Don't say police is investigating the case. So such physics singular, economics singular. So these are all called singular only. When the subject is a singular, the verb must be singular. When the subject is a plural, verb must be seen in plural. That we have to see. There are some more example are there, ma, in your books. Maybe 100% you may get from the exercise only, which are given at the end of the lesson, ma. Next one. Already yesterday we discussed, ma, spot the glitches. Glitches means but nothing but comparison. Already just I will explain what is the glitches and we will go through the next one. A glitches is a mark that has been repeated so often that it has become almost meaningless. Glitches means, listen now, glitches is a remark that has been repeated so often it has become almost meaningless, ma. The list they give some list also here. I will give one or two model example, ma. In the example pattern, how they give that I will explain now. Now here one is example. The first one, leading the team. Leading the team is no bed of roses. Bed of roses. Glitches already it is a remark that can be, I think, meaningless. Now they ask you in the examination, underline the glitches. What is the underline here, ma? No bed of roses. Is there any meaning for this? Is there any meaning? No meaning. That's why here this is called meaning, ma. Leading the team is okay. Very bad, very good, no problem. But here they mention no bed of roses. That means meaningless. So that whole sentence we have to underline or rewrite the answer, no problem. Anyone can do. Second one, don't miss the in one. One means at work. At work, she was always ready to go to the extra mile. Now tell me what is the now here. She always ready to go to the extra mile. That means at work. It is on next one. And she was going. She was always ready to go. So next one. He had to tow. He had to tow the line to keep his job. To keep his job. Now see, he had to tow the line to keep his job. So to keep his job is a glitches. This is a glitches. In the examination last year, 2 years back also, 1 year back also, they give some glitches also. Just underline. Glitches mean but nothing meaningless. It has no meaningless. Repeated, meaningless. So keep that very important, ma. And now, injustice make my blood boil. Injustice makes my blood boil. So what is the here, ma? Injustice is a glitches and makes me angry. Makes me angry, not a blood boil. We never say blood boil. Makes me angry. So this is called glitches. 100% you may get marks. For example, if you get any like this glitches, just read the sentence which is not remarkable, which has no meaningless. Just you underline it and write down, no problem. 100% you get a marks. Glitches only that one mark. Next, prepositional, traditional, and some grammar bits which are at the end of the lesson mark that you have to keep in your mind. The way of writing also I told you. Summaries, introduction, explanation. Explanation should be in 3 or more than 3 paragraphs you have to write. So, thank you everyone. And write well.